Hi, this is Beth with the University of Florida Escambia County Extension, and I have this beautiful Aglaonema that I'm adding to a new pot, so I thought I'd share with you the technique so that you make sure you don't have drainage issues once you get your plant established. Now, all of us at some point have gotten a container, and with the thoughts of making the drainage better, we've added small pebbles or shards of broken clay pots to the bottom of that. And we think, well, for certainly with this being large material, the water will just run through. But what happens in a pot is when we put a finer textured soil on top of this, the water has a very hard time moving from that finer textured soil into this coarse rock material. So we really end up with a soil that stays too wet for our plant. So the best practice is to get you a good soilless potting media. I've got one here that I just purchased from the store. You can make your own, and that's all that's in this pot, all the way down. So I take my Aglaonema, you can see some good roots on here. I set that down where it's at the right depth, and then all I do is just add this soil back in so the plant's not too deep. I don't want to cover any of that, but I want to cover up to the edges of that root ball of this plant. So once I'm done with that and I've got that evened out, I'm going to water this to set it in, and because the potting soil is all the way to the bottom, it's going to be a well-drained pot, so you won't have to worry as much. Aglaonema likes it a little bit drier with just a little moisture as it's starting to dry out, so if we'd put all that rock at the bottom, we would certainly have had problems with this staying too wet. So even though you want to do it, remember that's not an approved practice anymore when we pot up plants. If you need more information, contact us here at University of Florida, Escambia County Extension.